Tonight we're driving my 2001 Honda S2000. We're celebrating 150,000 miles on this car. And we're also testing out a set of Fortune Auto coilovers. You guys know me, I can't stop modifying this thing. And you may also remember that we filmed an S2000 a few months ago with a K24 swap that featured Fortune Auto 510 coilovers on it as well. After filming that video, Fortune Auto actually reached out to me and offered a set on our car to test and review. So here we are. We've gone with a set of 9K Swift springs all around, aluminum damper bodies, helper springs, long stroke kit, which maintains stock ride height, which is very important for winter driving, and we have coilover covers to protect the coilovers during winter driving with all of the harsh salt, rocks, debris that we see here in Michigan. We've also slightly tweaked the alignment here, negative 1.9 degrees of camber in the front and 1.5 in the rear. Now, on initial impressions, the car handles just about perfect. We've got stock sway bars on here. My biggest issue with this S2000 has always been its slightly unpredictable handling, especially at the limit and lower speeds. It was actually lifting a rear wheel in some situations like a front-wheel drive car because there was so much body roll up front. The idea with the setup was to maintain good composure and ride quality on the street and good track capability if I do want to take it out to a track day or two every year or an autocross event. But ultimately, ride comfort and daily drivability was the focus here. This is a little bit stiffer of a spring rate than I normally would have gone with, but this is kind of the default that Fortune Auto recommends for the S2000, so I figured I'd just trust them, go with it, and so far, the car's felt fantastic. Let's hop inside, start it up, and we'll take it for its maiden voyage here. We gave these coilovers a couple of 100 miles to break in, and they have softened up significantly in that time. Biggest thing I'm noticing is so much more composure around corners. There's less dive under braking, less body roll turning in. You have 24 clicks of adjustment for your dampers. These are set to 5 in the front, 4 clicks from soft in the rear. Super stable over bumps. Still good suspension travel with this long stroke kit. I absolutely love the lower speed handling here. Look at that turn in. Just perfect. The car feels so much more solid going around a corner. The front end response is awesome. It reminds me of my older Miatas. Again, I don't have a ton of miles on this setup. It's still probably breaking in just a little bit. And initially it does feel a little bit busier than it did on stock suspension. But the more I've been driving on it, the softer it's become. And the handling is just sublime. Even the steering feels tighter, more direct. There is a ton of ride height adjustment here. You can still run these very low, even with the long stroke kit. No noises, no clunks. Everything came together beautifully. Oh, and we also have Apple CarPlay in the S2000 now. Look at that, $200. I absolutely love this car. I just can't get enough of it. I could see this just being my only sports car someday. I enjoy the Type R and I enjoy the Camaro a lot, don't get me wrong. But both those cars are almost kind of at the point where they're almost too fast to enjoy on the street. And this strikes just such a beautiful balance. Mechanical grip here with this setup is just awesome. These Continental Extreme Contact Sport 02s are awesome on the street. This is starting to drive like my dream S2000. Nice. Is just perfect now. It's absolutely perfect. We'll see how it does on track with some damper adjustments and tweaking, but I don't even feel like I need to change sway bars around too much. This is just awesome. It's just compliant enough, but so much sharper on turn in and so much more predictable going through a corner. I can get on the power earlier. Everyone always said, get a good set of coilovers on your S2000, and beyond just a set of grippy tires, that'll change everything. And they're right. The harder you push, the harder it grips, and you get towards that ragged edge, and the front end is just so adjustable. I can't wait to get this thing on track again. This car feels dialed in right now. It feels just perfect. I had a very similar setup on my NA Miata when I kind of had it in its perfect zone. Stock wheels and tires, skinnier rubber, a little bit of sidewall, but grippy, and then a good set of coilovers. And it was just the most fun setup that I had on that car. Afterwards, I went with a stiffer set of coilovers and really wide 225 tires, 15x9 60Ls, and it kind of messed up the balance a little bit. This, I think, is just perfect. What a great platform. This car is just amazing, absolutely amazing. This might have made the biggest difference with anything we've done here. I think in stock form, the handling balance is kind of the biggest shortcoming of the S2000. You can fix a lot of it with a grippy set of tires, but if you're really pushing the limit, you got to get a set of coilovers. Again, we'll see how this handles on track, but between the alignment and these spring rates, the swift springs, the progressive nature of them, this just feels phenomenal. Big shout out to Caius, who installed this setup for me, dialed everything in. At stock ride height, or about stock ride height, it corner balanced beautifully. There really wasn't that much of a difference between right and left, front and rear. It was pretty balanced, even with driver weight accounted for. This is fun. Okay, initial drive in the S2000, happy 150,000 miles. Here's to another 100K more. This car is just completely transformed right now. I've tested Fortune Auto coilovers on a lot of different cars that we've reviewed over the years, all of course personal private vehicles, and I've always kind of wanted a set for my own. So anyway, big shout out, big thanks to Fortune Auto for sending this set out to test and feature on this car. Very, very happy with the way these handle and way they drive. I was very impressed with Colin's K24 swapped S2000 when I drove pretty much the same setup on his car. I don't know if he had swift springs or not, but yeah, completely transformed the car. I love the way this handles now. I'm very, very excited to see what this does on track or around an autocross. Really the only other thing that I might consider doing to this S2000 is just a limited slip rear diff. Let's walk you guys around this one more time, and that'll be a wrap for this video. Just a perfect night to take this out. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. We'll throw all the details, modification list, etc. on this car in the description. And it's cool that we're finally celebrating 150K miles in this. We bought it at 143. We haven't driven it a ton because it's spent a lot of time in the shop. It's been a labor of love. It's been a lot of work, but it's finally at the point where I'm really happy with just about everything here. It feels so dialed in, so balanced, so fun to drive. This is the sports car driving experience that I've always fantasized about. And it's been fun to bring you guys along for the journey. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. It's all been worth it. This car is just telepathic right now. I love it.